What is up, guys? This is Jared Spalding here, and today, since it's almost 2016, I'm going to be doing my take on the 2016 silver price prediction. Now, this year silver's been pretty weird with how low it's been all year, and not only that, but predictions have been equally strange, with some people saying silver could go over $100 an ounce in 2016, and others saying it's going to be under 10 an ounce. I mean, really, please note that you should not base your purchases of silver solely off of my prediction. I'm just trying to figure this whole silver thing out myself still, because really, I mean, it takes years upon years of experience just to begin to understand all the complexities of the way it's really set up, of the market. And of course, there are probably more informed people, people who buy millions of ounces, people who can even manipulate the market themselves to whatever price they want. I don't have the kind of money or power to do that. So, of course, this is just a prediction. There's no saying whether it's going to be how inaccurate or accurate it's going to be. It could be either way. But yeah, let's just get right into this. So, as of now, silver is pretty low in terms of where it was, 2 years ago from now. Back at the end of 2013, at the beginning of 2014, it was a decent amount over 20 an ounce, and silver has been as high as 50 an ounce in this this decade. Sorry about that. But right now, silver is comparatively low to those prices. You're sitting around $14.20 to $14.40 an ounce the past week, and even a little bit before that, a couple weeks ago, dipped below 14 an ounce, which was just the lowest prices I've ever seen in my time in investing. Of course, if it's been lower for some of you guys who might have been investing 20, 30 years. But as for what I've seen, that's the lowest I've ever seen. And so, silver, how long is it going to stay low? That's really the question you have to ask yourself. Now, I don't think silver is going to do anything too extreme in 2016. I think it's really going to be 2017, 2018 that we're going to be seeing stuff really happen. And that's just because I think it's going to take a really long time for all this silver that's been found recently to really, to really get mined out. But I think that as for 2016, one thing, of course, you have to remember, at least if you're living in the United States, is who wins the presidential election. I know it's still not for a little while, but whoever wins it, that's going to affect, of course, the economy of the country, and therefore affect dollar value. Not the price in terms of silver itself, but rather it's going to affect the price in US dollars, depending on how strong the currency becomes, as well as maybe the president will want they'll change the amount of silver that's exported to other countries and imported into the country. If there is any silver importing going on, they might decide to cut it, or whatever they decide to do could also affect the price worldwide. So you do have to take that into consideration. But as a whole, I really think that silver throughout January and February is going to stay pretty low in the $14.50 range. And then I think in March, it's going to start to go back up just a little bit, maybe around March-ish, maybe even early April. I think it's going to go up just a little bit to maybe 15, around maybe a little low $16 an ounce. And I think it's going to kind of stay around the $15 range and plateau there in March. Just stay at that kind of range, or April, and that kind of end of March, early April range. It's just going to plateau around $15.50 to $16 an ounce. And then as we go on, I think it's just going to slowly go up and down and just stay plateaued at that price. You might be thinking, well, what makes you think this? It's mainly just because of the way silver, alright, if I could formulate my sentences here. Sorry about that, but just kind of the way silver has been going in the past. I don't know, I just think that I don't think we're going to see anything too extreme with it, because I just don't see it happening. The only way I could is if a huge amount of silver was found, or maybe someone tried to come in and buy a bunch of silver, maybe someone tries to corner the market and crashes it, or successfully corners the market, although nobody's been able to do that so far. But I think unless something really happens with silver, it's not going to the price is not going to be affected too much. I just think it's going to go up a little bit because I think some of these mines are going to be expended a lot, and so I think that after the holiday season, even we might see a little bit of a price increase just because of all the phones that have been given as gifts and everything like that. I think that Christmas might even make silver go up a little bit, because as well as gold, due to all the electronics that are going to be given as presents and bought up, and a lot more electronics are going to have to be made to output that. So I do think that in the beginning of January, prices might also be a little bit higher, but those might go back down. But I really do think that in the next couple months, we're going to see the price go up a little bit and plateau around there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please do remember, I myself am not an expert. I don't, buy millions of ounces of silver or something like that. But I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that, of course, my prediction's accurate, but also that you find the information useful. If it'd be really helpful if you guys could leave your suggestions for what you think I should do in future videos. But yeah, that is it for now. Peace, love, and much respect.